video was just something else. I didn't expect it to be that long, but you know, I told myself back in episode 2 before trial that I seen the muscle guy that I should always say before trial because it leads to very long videos. But I mean, as long as y'all enjoy it, then that's all that really matters. Alright, the audio is cool. FPG3 here, and I've arrived back in the Ace Attorney Trilogy. Ain't no more talking. Back in there. Rise from the ashes. I come back and have morale cooked. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Yeah, you know, they be real dramatic, you know. Always gotta pull one out of my magical attorney badge. Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hold up, partner. Here we go. Everybody go. They say you show a red claw to a bull and they'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall? Yeah, my voice, my Western cowboy voice is not it right now, bro. That I come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. We gonna get right though. We gonna get it right. They've got a home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That's hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with the scarves. He wasn't even wearing the scarf. Bro, this buddy is always drunk. They need to... Why is he on the job? You don't say. Now don't they just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at Slender Neck many times. Saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? But she don't have one in the photo taken at the crime scene. She wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horn. And sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. I ain't gonna lie, y'all think he in on it too? Y'all think he in on it? Like he really a op for real? The whole time? If it's a steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh wee. We talk about some ooh wee. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Are we back in that fast? Bro. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keep looking over at the prosecution. Why Edgeworth Mint look like that? What's wrong with his face? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue and your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, the watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. What is happening? I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. What did I miss something? Are we winning? Well, then I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our recess, I have requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me? Knock knock? Who's there? Who the fuck is that? What's with this? Bro, y'all hear it? What's up with his theme song, bro? Who is this? Who is this random? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Oh, hold on. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who is Buddy? Where did he come? Ah, it's you. Bro, this thing go hard. Why is he just staring at us? Say something. Oh, sorry I'm late. Udgy? Who the fuck is Udgy? The rows were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, huh? Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days? Who the fuck is Udgy? Do he mean edgy? Ah, hello. No, I've been so big. Bro, his name is Udgy? Busy smeezy, Udgy. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard of good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometimes. Jolly. This must really like swimming. Oh, little worthy? Mr. Wright. Oh, that... You don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Him? Nah, bro, I didn't. Bro, why is he staring at us like that? Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you everywhere. Bro, I remember them mentioning his name. Oh, I did not mean to tap that. Buddy is 65. Damn. That's a lot of old people in this joint. It's only like really 3 of us under 30. So what do we owe this honor? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at that poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed in that exhaust pipe. Why is he twirling his hair like that? On Little Worthy's car, no less. That's what he called Edgeworth? Little Worthy? What is that? It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Stand up. Oh. Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could that miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Oh, why the music get like that? I have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth. There's no mistake. Oh, hold on. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. I definitely seen him at a loss for words before. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask a defensive favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch in. If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh, they doing it by itself. Bro, I'm sitting over here tapping the button at first. I'm like, why that jewel not moving fast? I'm over here spamming the button. I guess we supposed to press this side right here. Whoa! Don't scare me like this, like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife added to the court record. Is it me, or do it look a little like bent? Or like a piece is broken off? This does not excuse the action of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but I could ask you to testify. Could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutor and the police and this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. Department in disorder. Oh, we right to it already? This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department. A detective. That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15? That's the exact time the Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order. Anyway, we had the department were all a fluster, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Department and alright, you already know. First time we tap A. Now, if y'all new and y'all don't wonder why I just skipped this for like this, because one time in episode 2, you basically just had to let it play out and then it moved on. So I just tend to do that, even though that haven't happened since. I just tend to do it anyway. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. Hold on, alright. Gotta check the knife out. There's a small tag on the knife! It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6, maybe it's a case number. That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Is there anything else on this knife that I may be missing here? Okay, that's it. Say check the court record again. Is there any? I don't know. Alright, let's press him. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Like that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife's in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. Quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connect to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about this knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps his pieces are falling in place. I should try presenting a piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So how were things down at the department? Alright. So obviously we gotta look at something. Alright, nah, we already did that already. Looked at that. Is there something I'm missing? Because they obviously want me to look at the courtroom for something. Is that it? The coat? Nah, that can't be it. Am I tripping right now, or is that the same thing on the? Nah, bro, I don't know. I'm kind of confused here. Maybe you're just supposed to keep going. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Well, why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand you were busy with Lena's case. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, LG? I'm a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him. In fact, just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you can help, Righto. I suppose I can help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. The kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. When the victim died, how the victim was killed, where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the... Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? You wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, Righto? I can't say I've heard of it. I guess I should have asked again once I learned a bit more about this evidence room. There's something stranger about this than the place where the body was found. So can we just keep asking them? Wait, so you can just keep asking? Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what was in the force called a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same thing as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. But what do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Alright, we're going to do this one more time. Alright, go through that. So, when did the murder at the police department occur? Now that's a very sharp question, Righto. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. Oh, alright, so that just go into that. Okay. 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand? Try to understand, Righto. But why is everybody calling me Righto now? Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed. Okay. Okay, alright. Alright, y'all, if y'all didn't find out yet, the connection is obviously this right here. Wait a second! Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s. 12-2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing as written on the knife tag. Order, well, Chief? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? The knife was evidence in the case it was stolen from the apartment. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happened. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Alright, so now we obviously gotta find something. We gotta find something else. I guess we just press him again, right? It would make sense, right? Because now we know something, so I guess we just press it. Something happened at the... Well, what? Alright, wait. Maybe we just let it play out? And that knife, what was it doing there? I better check this knife out. Oh, alright. Oh, wait, I did not mean to take that. You gotta go back to the question. You gotta go back to that question, because now you know a little something, because the knife was stolen out the evidence room. Wait, I forgot. I low-key forgot. What question was that? Alright, it gotta be this one, right? No, it's not this one. I low-key forgot what question it was. I guess we just press them until we, I think it should be this one. Alright, it was this one. Alright. Wait, so... it would have to be this one, right? But wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? The knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? Happy we just got handed our ticket to go to town in this case. With the link between two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Wait, so now we gotta... Wait, so do we just keep going? It gotta be. Well, I guess you just press him down, right? You press him again? Chief, the defense position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Ha, you don't say. Well, out with it, right? Out with your connection. Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know about the detective murder at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. There you go, just staring at it. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? If you're going to tell us little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can get out of them after that. Oh, alright, so we're going to have to keep going back to this. Okay. Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in? Oh, you want to know that? Do you? Criminal Affairs Division 1. The detective's responsibility for homicide cases. Homicide. That would be the same division of Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too. It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives. Except this serial killing happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. Two detectives. Alright. Okay, so we gotta keep going back. Press him again. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID number, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... Hold on. Bro. That's Goodman's. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. We have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning, it has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it? Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with the both. Just come out with the both guns blazing like you always do. The police department. The prosecutor's office. Two places, two detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho, is it yours? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 515 underground parking lot. Yet a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time and in a completely different area? Order. Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's a top secret find, but I'm prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believed it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Yeah, it was the boy that came in. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premise? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with Lena Sky's incident. Detective Bruce Goodman was murdered in police department evidence room. Mr. Edwards, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. God. But why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if the officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then Why he always staring at us so hard? Like, why is he just staring at us? Not saying nothing. Blinking. No such luck this time, Worthy, or shall I say unworthy? What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in the court before a trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. I was just doing my job. No! Bro. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time with all of those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edwards? Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edwards. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that suffice it? Significant, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't know why I just struggled with that. Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Oh, there you go. There you go. Court is adjourned. Wow. To be continued. Alright. Well, we gonna end the video here then. When you see it to be continued, that means it's time to end the video. So, alright y'all, that is the end of the video. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Turn post notifications on and we out, man. That was real surprising. I wasn't expecting the chief of police to just pop up. Now it kind of just got interesting because how could he be at two places at once? You know, so it's weird. It's just real weird. I don't know. We gonna get to the bottom of it though, y'all. We gonna get to the bottom of it. But I'm out, man.